Hello everyone. In previous lecture, we start the fourth topic of pathology is retrogressive changes. Retrogressive changes means the changes is better to a worst condition. It leads to better to worst condition, and passing from the higher to lower level of organization is a retrogressive change. In previous lecture, we discussed about the cloudy degeneration or cloudy swelling. In cloudy degeneration or cloudy swelling, the main peculiarity is accumulation of protein granules in cytoplasm, and nucleus is remain unaffected in cloudy degeneration. But cloudy degeneration is slightly different than the fatty degeneration. And today we are going to discuss fatty degeneration. So listen carefully and take a notes from lecture and compare the difference between cloudy degeneration and fatty degeneration. Fatty degeneration, it is also called as a fatty metamorphosis or fatty change or fatty infiltration. In this case, degeneration, fatty droplets, a normal constituent of the cell, accumulates excessively in the cytoplasm of parenchymatous cells. The peculiarity of fatty degeneration is fatty droplets accumulate in the cytoplasm, and the change is mostly irreversible because the structural changes are not seen. Maybe or mostly the change is irreversible, and large amount of cytoplasmic changes push the nucleus in abnormal place. In cloudy degeneration, nucleus is remain unaffected, but in fatty degeneration, due to the fat droplets, nucleus push to the abnormal place, means the location of nucleus is getting changed. It is a peculiarity of fatty degeneration. Many microscopic changes are seen during the fatty degeneration. The presence of microscopic fat droplets in the cytoplasm of parenchymatous cell is the most important peculiarity of fatty degeneration, and fat can be demonstrated. And how to detect the fat in cytoplasm? Many detection techniques. First technique is a fat can be demonstrated in frozen section by treating tissue with a fat solvents such as a chloroform, ether, acetone, etc. Because fats are not soluble in water, so use a solvents like chloroform, ether and acetone. And the frozen section means tissues frozen section by treating tissue with the fat solvent tissue. These three fat solvents are chloroform, ether and acetone or etc. Then fat droplets from cytoplasm dissolve in the solvent, leaving behind the small cavity, and which is be absorbed in the under microscope. Second technique is employed for the fat detection is in cytoplasm is treat to the tissue with osmium tetroxide, because when osmium tetroxide or when fat reacts with osmium tetroxide is converted into osmium dioxide, and which is a black in color, and they are they are show the fat droplets present in the cytoplasm when it reacts with the osmium tetroxide. Then next technique for fat detection is using different types of dye like a Sudan 3rd, Sudan 4 and Sudan B dye, because this dye gives specific color reaction when treated with fat. When Sudan 3rd is treated with fat, they give orange color. Sudan 4 is treated with fat, they give red color, and Sudan B is treated with fat, they give a black color. Microscopic changes, but many macroscopic changes are also seen, like organ is enlarged, weight of organ is increases, swelling is occur, and it is a soft to touch, and organs look pale in color, and cut surfaces of organs show yellow coloration, and this is a macroscopic changes seen during the fatty degeneration. Nature of process means the fats are originated from intracellular origin or maybe extracellular origin. In intracellular origin, The view is put forth by Japanese worker, and according to them, during fatty degeneration, fat in the cytoplasm comes from cell organelles itself. Means it is an intracellular organism. Fat comes from the cell organelle itself, and for this to prove these suspended injured cells in fat pre-plasma medium, and they cut all routes by which fat can enter inside the cell. They use a fat pre-plasma medium and cut all route from fat can enter inside the cell, and they found that fatty degeneration occur in the cell because they cut the all route by which fat can enter inside cell, and before and along this fatty degeneration scene means this indicates fat is originated from cell components and cell organelles, and to prove this they use a pre-plasma medium, and this indicates fat is originated from cell components or cell organelles. Then another theory of origination of fat is extracellular origin. In extracellular origin, according to this view, during fatty degeneration, fat in cytoplasm of parenchymatous cells comes from interstitial spaces. For the support of this statement, performing the following experiment, and they select the dog as a experimental organism. The first experiment is a they starve dog to exhaust fat deposit in their body, means they exhaust natural fat deposited into the dog from the body, and next step is feed them with normal diet so as to deposit specific variety of fat into their body, because the remaining fats or the before fats are finished due to the starvation of dog, and they took the sample of fat and note down it, and when they note down it, they note down its melting point, and they note down its variety of fat, and they compare with the diet's fat. Then another experiment is the they starve dog to exhaust fat deposited in their body. The next step is a feed dog with mixture of meat and linseed oil so as to deposit new variety of fat in their body. Then note down in it which was different than the melting point of the first variety of fat. Then according to their experiment, they give another experiment. There is a dog poisoned with phosphorus to create a artificial fatty degeneration, and after comparing the melting point of the different variety of fat, they found the melting point of fat from degenerating cells was matched with the melting point of the fat deposited by the diet consisting meat and linseed oil. Then conclusion of the all experiments are the fat is either derived from cell organelles or extracellular origin, means both fat shows a fine balance, means fat originated from as well as intracellular origin as well as a extracellular origin, and the both fat means extracellular origin or intracellular origin show a fine balance, and it is a distributed extracellular fat enter into the cytoplasm and producing fatty degeneration. But the when is producing fatty degeneration? If it is a disturbed extracellular fat enter into the cytoplasm and producing the fatty degeneration. Then which organs are affected during the fatty degeneration? Similar to the cloudy degeneration, if fatty degeneration, all soft tissue or organs are affected like liver, kidney, heart, etc., and show fatty degeneration. In case of heart, fatty degeneration is not uniform. Instead, throughout the myocardium, patches of fatty degeneration are seen through the pericardium. Condition is known as a tiger heart, and the important peculiarity is alternate like light and dark band throughout the myocardium in condition of the heart, and instead of the myocardium or either myocardial bands, some irregular patches of myocardium undergoes the fatty degeneration, and this condition is known as a tabby heart. This tiger heart, tabby heart, these are the most important for the 1 mark question. So listen carefully on lecture. Then if the kidney is affected during the fatty generation, and in case of kidney, uniferous tubule is affected, hence cortex of kidney shows swelling due to the fatty degeneration. Which part shows the fatty degeneration? Cortex of kidney. In case of liver, fatty degeneration is either focal or even generalized. Still, no effects are seen due to the high power of regression. Means in liver, fatty degeneration are not detected in early state. Many causes of the fatty degeneration like anoxia. Anoxia means lack of oxygen, and it is the condition produced due to supply of less oxygen to the tissue, and it can produced artificially, or it is seen in pathological condition like atherosclerosis, and in which inner diameter of blood vessel is reduced due to the deposition of cholesterol. In anoxia, metabolism of cell is affected, and the fat from the cell organelles get unmasked. Then another cause of the fatty degeneration is anoxia or poison. Then poisons are two types, like chemical poisons, like bacterial poisons, and under chemical poisons, substance like carbon tetrachloride, mercury chloride, ether, benzol, chloroform, phosphorus, arsenic, etc. These all chemicals can produce fatty degeneration in soft tissue, and toxic substances produced in disease like yellow fever, viral hepatitis, tuberculosis can cause exo or endotoxin, and this produce fatty degeneration. In fatty degeneration is the second stage of degeneration, because the first step of degeneration is a cloudy degeneration, and it is a second stage of degeneration, and most of time in early stages, if nucleus is not affected, if early stages, I mention early stages, if nucleus is not affected, it is reversible. But if nucleus shows structural change such as discoloration, displacement means dislocation, displacement, etc., degeneration become irreversible. But most in cases, the fatty degeneration step are detected early, so nucleus is not affected and it is a reversible. What is the difference than the cloudy degeneration and fatty degeneration? In cloudy degeneration, cytoplasmic changes are seen, and the cytoplasm's excessive accumulation of protein granules due to collapse balance of the sodium and potassium due to the injury or any mechanical trauma. And in fatty degeneration, the nucleus are dislocated or displacement show because of the fat droplets, and the cloudy degeneration is reversible, and fatty degeneration is irreversible if the nucleus shows structural changes like discoloration, displacement. The comparative study of the fatty degeneration or cloudy degeneration is most important, because one retrogressive change is also remaining, like is amyloid degeneration. In next lecture, we will study about the amyloid degeneration. Amyloid degeneration is slightly different than the cloudy degeneration and fatty degeneration, and more two retrogressive changes are also remaining, necrosis and gangrene. It's a next step of the degeneration. Is necrosis means the effect, it shows the retrogression effect, means in cloudy degeneration is a small effect to the cells or nucleus. Then fatty degeneration, large effect or large effect to the cell. In amyloid degeneration, it's irreversible. Then it's a condition is a better to worst condition, means the degeneration to the gangrene, it is a better to worst situation. So here our fatty degeneration and cloudy degeneration, these two retrogressive changes are finished. So today I stop here. Thank you.